Happy New Year, fight fans. Our first fight of the year. Uh, Christina, Clarissa T Rex Shields defeats the previously undefeated Tori Nelson in a super middleweight bout. Let's start out with the obvious. When I saw Tori being interviewed before the fight, it was very evident to me that she was fighting out of her weight class. Her body looked very soft. And for some reason, I was thinking Tori fought as a super middleweight before, but she hadn't. I had to refresh and remind myself that her last four fights were fought at middleweight and junior middleweight. And Tori said herself that junior middleweight would it was probably her best weight. So I'm going to say that it wasn't her age at 41, but that her body looked so soft to me and not in the best shape was because she was fighting, either 8 or 10 or 13 pounds higher than her usual weight. But let's move on to Clarissa and talk about how she looked. She looked good. She looked good at the weight like she always does, and her fight technique looked good. That jab was beautiful last night. She stayed in the pocket. I think she did that more because she realized that Tori could not hurt her. Tori, in 20 fights, only has 2 knockouts. So that tells you that she does not have any power. And it showed yesterday. Now, a plus that I will give Tori is that she definitely in those first 3 rounds made Clarissa work. She had good upper body movements, slipping punches, making Clarissa miss, but in the end it was just too little. You have to have some type of power to move a big girl like Clarissa around the ring, and Tori just didn't have it. The fight ends up going the distance, which you probably could see that coming in the first 4 rounds, that Tori was tough. She could take a shot, and not only that, she wasn't going to just stand there and let Clarissa beat on her. Now, I did get a little concerned around round 6 or 7 because it seemed that maybe Tori was running out of steam from some of the body work Clarissa was doing, and she was kind of standing more in the pocket, which I would not advise. I would definitely advise against her doing something like that. But Clarissa looked good. She did what she was supposed to do, and she remains the super middleweight champion. Now, the talk now is that she is going to drop down to middleweight. And they were saying, I think on the telecast, that April is when Christina is supposed to get her shot to fight here in the United States. And obviously, Carissa will fight again too. And actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Tori Nelson again. I feel that they brought her up, they fought her out of her weight class. It'd be nice to see her get another Showtime fight where she can maybe make a little more money. I know they said that she's a waitress is her full-time job at IHOP, and that I guess she made a decent little penny on the fight last night. But it wouldn't be bad seeing her again and seeing kind of a triple female fight, a triple header in April. What I wouldn't mind seeing is, let's see Tori Nelson. I mean, maybe she will, maybe she won't end up on the TV version of the fight, but let's see her drop back down to middleweight and fight a rematch with Alicia Napoleon, someone she fought in 2016 and beat by unanimous decision. Christina Hammer, a good opponent. Actually, I'm going all American opponents in the top 10 in the middleweight division. Let's see Christina Hammer in there with Kylie Reese. And let's see Clarissa Shields at middleweight against Raquel Miller. Raquel Miller is a top 10 female middleweight fighter from the United States, and she is also 5-0 with 3 knockouts. So now that would put Clarissa coming down to a new weight against somebody that's her size and somebody that has the same type of record. Now, if Clarissa wins that fight, and if Christina wins her fight, the plan is, I'm going to say probably in the fall, for the two of them to fight. Now, I'm a big fan of Christina, I'll be honest, but I think she may be in trouble. But I did see some things last night that makes me think that Christina can win that fight. I think if Christina can, she's 5'11". I think that if she can use her height stay tall, and she can use her reach and keep Claressa off of her, she probably does have a good chance to win that fight. More of a chance than I would have gave her, after seeing the last fight. That's pretty much it, fight fans. Claressa does it again. She now moves to 5-0. She is still the super middleweight champion. Next up is her making a stop down at middleweight. That's all I got for now. Catch y'all later.